God's strength is made perfect in weakness. The weaker you are, the stronger the power of God at work in your life. Now, does having money make you stronger or weaker in the eyes of men? Herein is your answer. Because the more money you have, according to the standard of men, the stronger you are. And spiritually, the weaker you are, the weaker the power of God in you. Because now the tendency for you to begin to rely on the fact that you have big money or big bank account, or you have the ability to do what you want to do because you have so much money, it stops you from relying on God. And that is not how the life of a spiritual man works. The Bible says that the just shall live by faith. The just shall live by faith. Anything that takes your heart away from God, no matter how pleasant, no matter how good that thing is, it will be a snare to you in the realm of in the spirit, in your spiritual walk with God. That is why, even if you are wealthy, you know that something is wrong when you cannot talk about God without mentioning money. You just know that something is not right with your heart, because you are dishonoring God by making so much talk about money. Because God is the source of all wealth. So when you cannot speak without mentioning money, it means that you have an idol in your heart. You have an idol. All you need to know is that when God meets your need, all glory must give to God. There are many times that God will meet your need without money. Why do you talk so much about money? Because God can meet your need without money. For example, let me give you an example. Let's say you want to have a crusade, for example. Do you need to have money to have everything ready for the crusade? You don't need to have money. For example, God can make somebody give you the venue that you need for the crusade free of charge. God, if you need a car, God can make somebody give you that car, or make that provision of car available for you to use for the duration of that crusade. If you need food, God can supply the food to different people. You don't have to have money to make your needs met. And that is why when you see preachers talking about money, you know that these are people whose heart is not right in the eyes of God. Because their heart has turned away from the source of all power, the source of all life. It's idolatry. That is it. Praise the living God. In the realm of the spirit, money is nothing. Because God can do things without money.